just like keeping their pride.
They always gotta opt for their favorite songs, whether it's actually a nice song or not. Sometimes it's a meme, I guess, in amongst them. But this one sounds quite nice in comparison to most of the ones.
Fair enough. So we do have all the players ready, and I think we should get the first warm-up started pretty soon.
Yeah, so we'll be starting off the warm-up.
Also, and in chat I'm seeing Happy Birthday Goose, so I assume it's Fedora Goose's birthday. Happy Birthday Goose.
You've got to be careful when it comes to Twitch chat. Sometimes people do wish birthdays when they aren't actually the day.
Oh. Happy birthday meme. Unlucky. Hope I didn't start anything.
That's fine though. We'll just go along with it. It's Goose's birthday. Can we all wish him a happy birthday? Do we just start singing happy birthday?
We'll just go with the flow, guys. Just go with the flow.
We have to learn Polish now to sing him a happy birthday in Polish. Especially with this kind of map and the background. Oh boy, the XDs are coming out. I can already tell this is just going to be a masterpiece, both in terms of map and song.
Oh. What is this? This looks like some random mapper just decided to put circles and sliders everywhere just for the memes. I mean, I'm guessing this is a meme.
Yeah, so far it looks like it does fit to the song though. I mean, it's just one of those the reading maps. So far we see Goose having a little bit of trouble with it.
Ooh, Fedora Goose with the birthday miss. Very unlucky.
Trying to go for that Mingak by the looks of things. Repping the 80%. What an absolute masterpiece. Honestly, this is just beautiful. This is music to my ears, if I do say so myself.
So far, pretty slow, relaxing and calm warm-up, just to get the players a bit more calm before the real match begins.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those.
Missed on that.
I actually am not sure why. Oh, okay, the map is definitely playing
missed
on us.
it. Was that like a troll circle or something that you could see but you couldn't click it?
I think so. It seems like the map is kind of slowly but surely going out of time. But yeah.
Maybe they're just bad.
Who knows? All the players just misread that one pattern.
At the same time. They're all bad. Very bad.
But yeah, this is definitely one of those songs which will, you know, get you in the calm mood. Perfect for a tournament. It's all about calming the nerves. Got Wax on doing a couple spins during some of those sliders, showing the dominance on those sliders.
That's the dance.
Piggy, on the other hand, having no trouble with this map whatsoever. Definitely well practiced.
I guess you could say that.
And once again, all the players missing at that spot, from Team Austria especially. We see Wax on as well.
He didn't miss on that one. He was ready. He was prepared.
Very well trained.
Look at those spicy blankets.
Honestly, this is mapping at its finest right here. If there's something that some of the mappers from 2017 should take, it's things from this. This is influential mapping. This is what we want to see in the 2017 to 2018 mapping meta. Make the transition, guys. Make it happen.
And before they take that seriously, but they take the meaning as in the easy diffs. Like this would be like the easy diff.
I mean, I don't know.
It is gonna be 2018 soon, so
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
mean, you
We'll
can't
wait
really
in
have
suspense.
these. You can't really have these as easy difficulties though if these kinds of players are having trouble with it. But
Piggy was
nah,
the only S on the warm up. I think it's his own map, probably.
yeah, that is definitely the case. We see they're played by Piggy. Oh, beat map by
Yeah, it
Piggy.
is
Sorry,
beat
my
map by
mistake.
Piggy, played by Piggy. So we're gonna get into the second warm up and the Austrian warm up. Let's see if we're gonna get something more exciting after
Oh
this
boy,
calming song.
something for the Evan Summer. This is going to be an interesting one.
Oh boy, where's the flashlight?
You can pretty much tell when it comes to Poland versus Austria, it's going to be one hell of a meme game, especially in warm-ups.
It's always the troll games when it's warm up because you get to pick whatever you want. But this year you kind of have to pick something less than 3 minutes, so that's one downside. Just to be more efficient this year, but I guess it's fair. But some of the memer maps are more than 3 minutes,
Yeah, that's true.
so maybe
It makes
next
sense
year.
though. You want to try and
Yeah.
get these matches done as quickly as possible at the end of the day. After some of the delays that we've seen in some of the past few group stage matches, we don't really want these going on for like 2 to 3 hours.
Evan Sama.
Yeah,
Let's
this is a
go.
beautiful, beautiful song.
Flashlight. Oh, unfortunately, it's DMCA'd, so Loctave has instructed Austria to change the map. Okay, so it's gonna be another map for a dead girl plus. The artist is Baker. We also have another Baker song in the map pool. The one mapped by Jonathan LFJ. Of course, Kimiga Kimiga. And seeing the same artist here, quite interesting. Probably some good songs. And yeah, hopefully a more interesting warm-up this time around.
Yeah, something to note about this map is that it is very different from the hard rock pick that is in the current map pool, though. This one is a map by Handsome and pretty much is quite a heavy technical pick. You'll see a lot of high velocity sliders.
Yeah.
But yeah, really looking forward to seeing this one as a warm-up pick. This is a really, really nice map. I'm curious to see whether or not these players are going to manage to full combo during the speed up section as well. It's a part where it changes BPM and slowly but surely increases over time.
Just in the meantime, let's talk about some of the bans that might come out from each team. What would you expect Poland to be banning, to be honest, since they could actually play almost anything, to be honest? What would you expect them to ban?
I think at the end of the day, it's really hard to determine what Poland might ban, because as you mentioned, there you have a very, very all-round roster which can pretty much play a wide range of everything throughout this pool. I would have to say that they're probably just going to ban a map which involves a lot of consistency and could cause any random miss, like maybe something like the Pro Box map, for example. Despite being able to play it, it's one of those maps which, random slider breaks can kind of occur at any given point. And I would say it's something that might be a safe choice for them just to ban as one of the throwaway bans more than anything. As for Austria's bans, it's really hard to say because I think that Poland have a fairly solid double time roster, but Austria also can compete with double time. again, both of these teams are pretty much just going to have to be throwing away some sort of bans, which could be for consistency reasons, like maps which could see a random miss. But yeah, what are your predictions for bans?
Well, what I'm seeing is that Poland might ban out something easier, so that they might want to force Austria to play something at that level. So they're forcing Austria to play their game, whereas Austria, actually, psychologically speaking, they are a bit intimidated by Poland because they are a really, really strong team, as we all know. So coming into this match, I would say they're feeling a bit as the underdogs, but they're not really. You know what I'm saying? It's just more of a mind game against Poland. I'd say they might ban out something more, something that might actually be a bit more difficult. So it's the reverse. So Poland might ban out something like, let's say, a blue, for example, with a lot of randomness on the streams. And Austria might actually ban out maybe AR8 or something that is not in a specialized area. I think Austria might ban. So that's my prediction.
I think that's a pretty good analysis of it. I would have to say that although Austria may still leave the A8 pick open, we have seen that BlessRNG is someone who played really well in the previous A8 pick in the last group stage. I think BlessRNG actually had one of the best scores, tied with Musty on that map. I forget the exact name, the 07th expansion map. Final answer that was.
Well, it's a different map now, so
yeah,
plays
it could
out
definitely
quite differently as well. And you have Polish players, pretty much everyone can play AR8, so it's more than like a one-man carry game now against Poland. You know what I'm saying? Against Poland, you need the whole team to be doing well.
For Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Wolf loves the linear maps for sure.
Exactly. I'd say Hidden would be a very good choice for Poland to be picking. They're very strong hidden players, and they're quite linear heavy in terms of the patterns, so it kind of suits what they already play, like normally. Someone like Wolf, especially. So it should benefit Poland if they do go for the hidden. Probably that's why we see Wolf going with hidden right now. Just trying to warm up that hidden reading.
Yeah, definitely very important to try and get as much warm up in as possible on pretty much everything that you're expected to play. As I said, we're most likely going to see Wolf on all of the hidden picks for sure.
Yeah, me, Wolf, being one of the most experienced players here in terms of tournaments. Like, he can pretty much play everything, and he doesn't need to be substituted. You know, sometimes you want to give other players a chance to carry as well. Overall, I'd say Wolf is one of the best tournament players in terms of consistency as well.
Yeah, definitely if he's very well practiced. We've seen Goose have very, very solid performances in tournaments as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, overall, all the players on both of these rosters are going to be... We're going to be in for one hell of a match, that's for sure.
Well, I hope so, definitely.
Also, just realized that with this map being on Score V2, that makes things even harder than normal because those sliders are absolutely brutal. Trying to get good accuracy on these is not fun, as it is, let alone with Score V2.
Yes, how much you've actually practiced on Score V2 as well. I actually experimented with playing a whole week of Score V2, and it actually works out pretty well. You start to get used to the sliders, and you feel like it's Score V1. So I'd say if players do practice more on Score V2, they would have less issues in tournaments. But I don't know about them.
I definitely think it would be something that would help build a lot of
Yeah,
consistency overall.
It would help a lot in terms of tournaments and accuracy. Alright, so we're done with the warm-ups. We're gonna head into the roles and the bands.
Yeah, I'm curious to see whether or not your predictions are going to be...
Oh,
right.
Ooh, Wilch Q with the 98-point roll.
Yeah,
Beating Goose.
Vilchku pretty much sealing the deal for Poland there with that victory on the rolls.
Wilch Q has been practicing that roll. So Austria will get the first ban, and Poland with the first pick. Let's see what Austria will ban in this map from this map pool.
Yeah, we're just patiently waiting as they decide.
Austria does ban the AR8. No, I was correct. Hey.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty fair ban, especially against Poland. When you have players that are so comfortable on AR8, you need to get rid of something like that.
Yeah, it's really scary when you have the whole team that can be consistent on AR8 hidden. So you just want to get that out of the way. So let's see what Poland might ban. I think they might ban no mod. Something from the no mod pool. Maybe... Oh, okay. They actually banned Get Jinxed from the free mod pool. Interesting.
That's a pretty big surprise, actually. I think I actually remember seeing some of them practicing it too, like with a couple of scores on the scoreboards recently, but that could have been other players.
Yeah, it's not very hard rock friendly, and the hidden on that map requires very heavy snapping. So it's either one, and if you go hidden hard rock, that's gonna be even worse. So just banning that if they're not comfortable makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, as you mentioned, with a lot of snappy movement, it's very easy to have some random misses, even if you're feeling ever so slightly nervous.
Yeah. Especially when in tournaments you're nervous. Okay, so we do have the first pick, and it's gonna be Monstrata's God of Speed. Pure Run, Hey Kids.
This map, glorious alternating map, filled with all sorts of linear patterns. This is one that we have to expect some misses coming out, but it's gonna be very interesting. We can definitely expect a solid performance from Wolf and most likely Goose on this as well. But I think most players should have a pretty good time on this.
Yeah, I think players like Raphis, Mr. Boom, Piggy, I think everyone might want to single tap this. It doesn't really feel that comfortable with alternate unless you're used to alternating in every map. Because this map is around I think 280 beats per minute if you're single tapping. So all these players, they're really fast players, so I expect them to actually single tap them.
Yeah, I mean, when you have some of these double time powerhouses who can, single tap anywhere up to almost 300 BPM, it's pretty much just like, they see these kinds of maps and they're just like, this is a single tap map. What are you talking about? Alternating? What is that? There's no alternating in my language.
But yeah, this is very standard map. Very clean structure, not much rhythm change. There's actually no rhythm change at all. So it's more of a consistency battle, really.
Yeah, you've got a lot of linear patterns in this, which pretty much involve, you know, zigzag style movement almost. So we could expect some misses coming in on those types of patterns. But definitely looking forward to seeing how Austria performs in this, especially with this being Poland's pick. They're coming in fairly confident, you'd have to say.
Right, so the first match begins. Poland against Austria. Q run. Hey kids. No mod. Pick by Poland. Oh, and right off the bat, we have Mr. Boom actually missing for Poland.
Yeah, also having a little tiny bit of trouble with accuracy there as well. Spark tanking just a little tiny bit, but yeah, once again,
Mr.
just a
Boom
good...
misses again, and Piggy as well coming into this map.
Oh, misses all over the board for Austria.
Well, for Austria, but 2 misses already for the side of Poland.
Yeah, it's quite a surprise.
I actually
considering
didn't see
this is their
Fedora
pick.
Goose miss early on as well. Now, Tepic, I don't know how to read his name. Tepi, I'll just call him Tepi. Tepi misses as well. Everyone starting to miss now. Wolf, Rafis still keeping that strong full combo for Poland. Keeping the score alive right now. And Mystic will miss just before the break. I believe it was a slider break. Spark-desu as well with the slider break. Meanwhile, Wolf almost getting that double S.
Yeah, so far as you expected as well, Poland is opting for pretty much the single tap strat. You have everyone going for single tapping except for Wolf. But even Austria is also opting for... Oh, I think it's only Goose single tapping this. Oh no, we see some alternating coming in there.
I mean, when you have the zigzag patterns, like, the speed is not really quick, so when you alternate, it's a bit weird. It's not natural. So you have to choose between single tapping and alternating, so it's a bit weird on this map. If you're not warmed up, especially, it's gonna cost your speed.
Yeah, and as expected on this, we do see Wolf having a really, really solid performance. 99.7 accuracy with full combo.
Rafis also with the 99 ac. Piggy with 99.2, but he missed early on, but slowly recovering combo. Mr. Boom as well. Poland right now, 4 players with really strong combo. And Austria, Mystic the only one keeping that 500 combo. And we can see that lead for Poland is getting greater and greater by each node. Do have a quarter of the map left, but Austria needs a miracle. They want to come back from this one, which is highly unlikely, almost impossible, really.
Yeah, I'd have to say by this point in time, unless there's some sort of random fail coming in from Poland, we are not going to see Austria make a comeback. The score difference is just way too much.
It's way too much. Even if one person fails, that's not gonna affect the score that much.
But yeah, as we see, Wolf
a million points ahead. Poland destroying Austria in the first map. Seems like they have picked the right map. Very strong start for Poland here, getting the momentum going with the first point of the game. Oh, actually Wolf actually the only one keeping full combo right there.
Yeah, Piggy did manage to combo through that, but as you mentioned, Wolf's still the only full combo in the entire match.
Yeah, Raph is choking at the end there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wolf with the full combo. And that is a massive score difference. Poland gonna get this one pretty easily. 1-0. Insane accuracy by Wolf, as expected. Austria seemed to struggle with the combos there, and I think the nerves got to them.
Yeah, you have to wonder whether or not it was nerves or just Poland's confidence on that map. You could tell that they'd been practicing that, despite having a couple of misses coming across the board. But even then, you know, Wolf is just Wolf with that solid carry.
Wolf is
4
just
100s, absolutely insane.
Absolutely crazy on those maps. I mean, when you see his play on Scarlet Rose, Hidden Hard Rock, and he double S'd it, you know that this map is going to be a comfort pick for him.
Yeah, now we just have to wonder what Austria is going to opt for in retaliation to that.
I kind of feel bad for Austria at the same time, you know. When you ban one map, it's like there are so many other maps that they can play that they can still beat you like easy. That's why Austria can't give up right now. It is a best of 11, so more games to be played than in the group stages.
We do
So the
see
next
that
pick is gonna be Drunken Loner from Austria.
Yeah, this is a pretty bold pick by Austria. I'm curious to see how they do go on this though, because this is a map that requires a lot of snap aim. It kind of has some slowdown sections and then some speed up sections, which, you know, if you're not prepared for those, they can just catch you off guard and cause any sort of random miss.
Yeah, I mean, BPM changes could actually tank the accuracy a bit, but not too much. Yeah, like you said, snapping is pretty important on this map. It's a pishy fat map, so pretty standard, consistent map. It's almost the same pattern all the way through. So, just see, it might just turn out to be an accuracy battle.
Yeah, pishy fat mapping is always very interesting. We've seen a lot of players have some trouble on the past few maps, especially the last one that was in the pool, which was 2010. That was quite a brutal pick.
Yeah, the distance was quite large for its BPM. But this one is different. They're more 1/4s and triplets. And the CS size, I think it's bigger than 4. I'm not sure though. Feel like we're playing tug of war on the rope and I'm stretched to the limit, but you keep on pulling in. I'm gonna lose my goddamn.
Yeah, so far things start out fairly slow, then they slowly but surely start to pick up pace.
Yeah, here come the BPM changes. Oh, and Fedora Goose.
Goose and Blue Flame, both with an early miss.
Well, that is not looking good for Austria. It is their pick as well. But it's still early. They still have a chance to come back.
Yeah, definitely not a very good start for Austria, especially on their own pick right now.
Yeah, combo advantage to Poland at the minute.
That's definitely going to be taking a hit on some of their mindsets. Goose and Blue Flame coming in as the 2 with early misses. Going to have to be kicking themselves in the leg for that one.
It is a pretty short map as well, so we're already halfway through the map. We need Poland to actually miss if Austria wants to come back. But let's try not to curse them.
Yeah, still plenty of opportunities for random misses, as we do see a few
but the random miss
coming in.
goes to Fedora Goose. Austria 300,000 points behind right now. And Poland 4-man full combo still. Very, very strong.
Yeah, they are just not giving up whatsoever. Wolf with the 99.9 accuracy. But yeah, approaching the ending, we do see Mystic missing.
Full combo just right at the end. Not gonna really matter as Poland still with the 4-man full combo as we approach the end of the map. And again, winning by almost a million points. Poland is very, very strong today. Very, very scary. Piggy actually with the one miss, sorry.
Oh yeah, Piggy coming in with a miss right at the end there.
Missed that.
Or maybe it was at the beginning.
I think it was in the beginning. Because I didn't see him miss the end. I don't know. But right now it's 2-0 for Poland. Austria lagging a bit behind. Slow start. But they must catch up if they want to come back.
Yeah, Wolf is once again showing yet another strong performance on that map. Both the accuracy and the full combo. Ralph is also supporting with the full combo there as well. Akane-Yuki had managed to get a full combo on it, but also the accuracy taking just a little tiny bit there.
My breakfast was straight out the medicine cabinet, a remedy for the aftermath of my habits. Sometimes it's the ones who try to help.
Yeah, Poland opting for Genson or Satellite. This is one of those very interesting
Old map.
Yeah, older map with lots of
This is
rhythmical
so Poland.
changes.
Another map that favors players like Wolf, Wilch Q, Fedora Goose, but this is Poland's pick. They have the pick advantage right now, 2-0 ahead. Yeah, really, they have every bit of momentum they need to actually keep going. Austria, they need to find themselves coming back. They can't give up right now. They still have a long way to go.
Yeah, there's definitely still plenty of room for a comeback, but they really need to get themselves together. We've seen a lot of random misses, very uncharacteristic misses, especially coming in from Goose and even Blue Flame as well.
I mean, the nerves against Poland is kind of, you can't really oversee that. When you're playing against Poland, you can really shake because every single nerve counts. Because you're gonna know that Poland is a really strong team, and probably everyone is FCing, so that gives you even more pressure and more stress, and that might affect the players in the Austrian lineup.
Yeah, I think Austria, their mindset might be that Poland, they're definitely expecting Poland to full combo a majority of these maps, and that it probably is going to come down to an accuracy battle, which they are kind of worrying about whether or not they're going to win. But at the end of the day, I think they need to try not to over-concern themselves with that, if that is the case. And, you have to expect that Poland are going to have some sort of random miss occurring anyway. We did see it in the last two maps so far, so there's definitely room for an upset. Austria pretty much just needs to try and focus on holding these combos as best as they can right now.
Yeah. Right now, they need to worry about combo more than accuracy, because I think getting those misses is unfortunate, but I think they should focus their mindset more on the full combo than on getting the act and clicking at the right time,
Yeah.
Because a full combo is still worth more. Oh, and looks like the first miss will go to Waxon on the Polish side. Getting down to 94 AC as well. But not to worry on the other side. In Austria, team Fedora Goose is still 92 AC and missing as well. And I think I saw Waxon miss as well.
Yeah, once again, Fedora Goose and Blue Flame both coming in with early misses throughout the map. Not looking good for Austria. But as you mentioned, we did see Waxon miss once again, but this is one of those maps which we're definitely going to expect a lot of accuracy drops. As you can see across the board, you have pretty much almost every player is struggling to hold 99 at this point. You see a couple with 98s,
yeah,
but even
Fedora
96.
missing again. Kazan as well for Austria. That's gonna give the point advantage to Poland.
Yeah, we still have 3 full combos on the side of Poland, and then on the side of Austria, there's only one which is being held by Spark right now.
Yeah, Austria needs every single Polish member to miss at this point. They want to come back. Waxen does break again, which gives a bit of breathing room to Austria, but still 3 full combos on the side of Poland. That means the score will keep increasing for Poland.
Yeah, something I want to mention right now is that Vilchku and Wobbleful both have really, really impressive accuracy for a map like this. Blue Flame also holding a very solid accuracy, but again, that early miss coming in, just not quite what Austria needs.
Yeah, Wolf actually holding 99 AC on this. Very impressive. Since this is OD8, I believe, on no mod. And the 1/3s to 1/4s aren't very friendly as well for AC. But Wolf, hey, you know, he'll just AC everything.
Yeah, I mean, as we've mentioned, this map is one of those maps which has quite a lot of rhythmical changes, and not only that, but the older mapping style definitely pretty much forces you to have that reading ability in order to maintain accuracy as well as combo.
Everyone actually dropping combo for Poland except for Wilch and Wolf. So on the side of Austria, everyone dropped combo. So we have 2 full combos on the side of Poland and 0 on the side of Austria. Spark-desu did hold up almost to a full combo, but it's not enough to beat Poland right now. They're 700,000 scored ahead, and they will take this one as well, making it 3-0.
Yeah.
Austria's pick next, so let's see what they pull out of the hat, because they need something a bit more spicy right now, because the current strategy isn't working.
Yeah, Wolf and Vilchku with both very impressive performance on the last map, definitely showing that they have strong reading ability. Curious to see what Austria is going to opt for though. Because yeah, right now they're just struggling to find any map in the pool that really suits them.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do? They can play everything to a very, very high level. So what are you gonna pick that is comfortable for your team and you might have a chance of winning? You know, it's kind of hard for Austria right now. But anything's still possible.
I'm really curious as to whether or not they're going to try and opt for a hard rock pick, perhaps. Just to sort of maybe even throw off Poland and try and go for the mind games or something like that. But at the end of the day...
Oh, DT. Yeah, I'd
see
say
the new world.
DT is actually a better choice than hard rock against Poland. This is a very snap-heavy map with a lot of 3 notes in a row that is snapped across each other.
Yeah, something to mention about this map is that it has fairly unconventional aim. This is something that we could see a whole bunch of random misses coming out on. It is very aim heavy. It's not too tricky in terms of BPM.
Very snap heavy.
But yeah, definitely wondering whether or not Austria can cause some sort of upset for Poland here on this one. It's not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all.
This is one of the easier DT picks. The slower one. The other one being 240 BPM. This one being, I think, 200.
Yeah, and not only that, but accuracy also shouldn't be too much of a trouble, considering most of the map is pretty much singles and just a few 3 or 5
I think it's OD6 or OD7, so I think accuracy wouldn't be an issue for either teams. It's more of the snapping and aiming.
Yeah, so we do see that Rafis will be coming back in for this one, as well as Mr. Boom. We got Piggy,
Looks like
Wobbleful for the
Rafis
side
doesn't
of
have
Poland.
map. Unprepared. Yeah, like I was expecting not everyone practice the map pool. Oh, Poland. So I think Raph is gonna sight read this. And yeah, we're gonna get this started. She knew the world, she knew the world. And the caps on the title really triggers me, but whatever.
It's fine. I'm pretty sure it's there for that purpose. At the end of the day, I mean, you have the same thing when it comes to OS as well. You see people with full capitalization, or capitalizing the O, and we all get pretty triggered over that. We've seen. Oh yeah.
Sight read miss early on in the B rank. Not looking very good for Poland, but at the same time, Austria, I think they dropped combo? I think Akane-Yuki dropped combo earlier, as well as Mystic. Okay.
Yeah, a few early misses coming in. I guess maybe that was when the map kind of started abruptly. I think that's also sort of the trouble that Ralphus might be having as well, but hopefully he'll be able to pick up his accuracy and combo with that. Kizan also coming in with a miss there.
Right now, Poland is picking back up the lead here. This is from Kazan.
Yeah, Kazan not having a very good time on this. Ralphus also managing to build back that combo, so that's definitely what Poland needs right now.
And all three other members with the full combo right now.
It's going to be the difference maker. We actually see, oh yeah, Mystic having the A from the early miss. I wasn't quite sure if that was a miss.
The only one holding full combo right now on the side of Austria. Mystic close to that full combo as well as Akane, but right now Poland looking to be the stronger ones.
Yeah, Austria pretty much needs a miracle to have both. I would have to say 2 players from Poland would have to miss in order for Austria to make some sort of comeback here, because yeah, Kizan is just having all sorts of trouble on the same map. Mystic coming in with a miss though, that's very detrimental for Austria right there.
Yeah, these jumps at the end here are quite brutal with snapping. So if players are not careful or they shake a bit, they're gonna miss. We are heading towards the end of the map. Kizan with another miss for Austria. That's gonna give Poland an even larger lead right now.
Ooh, Mr. Boom dropping combo there.
Right at the end, but not gonna matter yet.
Yeah, pretty much once you've come to the end and you miss there, you've just sealed the deal. Blue Flame also missing, but we won't see any full combos coming in from Austria.
Blue Flame,
Poland
slider break.
Once again, showing strength on that map. Piggy and Wobbuffle, both with 4 combos there. Ralphus with that one early miss.
If he didn't miss the beginning, he could have at least got the full combo. But I think still, even if they full comboed Poland with 3 full combos, I mean 2 full combos, and Mr. Boom's high combo would have gotten the win anyways. Okay, Pop it will be the next pick for Poland. Yeah, 4-0 ahead. We actually see 6-0.
I mean, it's definitely to be expected, but so far we've seen a really, really impressive performance from Wolf so far. Same with Vilchku as well, but just the performances from Poland right now, they are definitely showing
very
up.
Consistent. And Vilchku, very well known for his hidden plays, and right now we're gonna see Poppet, and it's gonna be a hidden pick, so time for Vilchku to shine. Of course, Wolf with the hidden as well, no surprise. I mean, he can play everything, so yeah, not much to say there. I'm not sure for Austria though, if they're comfortable with this kind of map. Because it's quite read heavy. Some of the patterns are not snapped according to the rhythmic, how should I say it, rhythmic time scale. So, but I think you can memorize this map. I don't know if anyone did that on the side of Austria. So I guess reading it is the only option now. I guess they practiced it as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, you would definitely want to hope that they've practiced a map coming into the tournament. But yeah, as you mentioned, we do have Tapatraini and Tomodoy coming in for Austria on this one, and also bringing in Vishku for Poland. But yeah, this is one of those songs where you either absolutely love the song or you absolutely hate it. For me personally, I don't mind it, but I've definitely seen a lot of people complaining about it. Just one of those love or hate it songs. There's no in between, really. But then again, I kind of sit there. I've always just been that kind of person to sit in the middle. But this map, as you mentioned, fairly linear. Some of the patterns quite easy to trip up on. The beginning starts out fairly simplistic, and then the ending gets quite brutal.
It's also quite easy to finger lock on one of the 4 patterns between the sliders. That's where I messed up yesterday when I was playing against the Netherlands. I was getting finger locks in between the sliders and the notes. So that might be a potential place to miss. But right now, all 8 players have their full combo. Poland having slight advantage in terms of accuracy, but that might change in time.
Yeah, right now seems pretty solid from both teams. Got full combos coming in.
Oh, Mr. Boom with the first miss, and right now Austria has a chance to take the lead back with all 4 players with full combo.
As you mentioned, it's going back in favor of Austria right now. Getting to the 600 combo mark, we're about halfway through the map. That miss from Mr. Boom right where it was, not looking good for Poland at all.
Yeah, that was a slider break as well. Very unlucky for Mr. Boom, but a miss is a miss. And Austria, can they actually get a point back here? We'll see, but we still have some of the map to go, and it gets a bit harder near the end as well, with some of the linear 1/2 snap notes.
Yeah, here we go, we're getting to a tricky section. This is where we're definitely going to expect some misses coming in. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Blue Flame and Tepi with the misses. So 2 misses on the side of Austria. Poland without a miss. That means that the score will slowly but surely shift towards Poland.
Yeah, this definitely looks like it was going to go in favor of Austria, but that section absolutely killing it for them. Unless we see some misses coming in from Poland, they need to drop their full combos for Austria
and this
to be
part
able
as
to
well.
take
Yeah,
this.
I was expecting misses here. Blue Flame, Wilch Q, Wop as well, finding a miss there. Fedora Goose and Tomodoy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Carry.
2 full combos.
There's only 1 full combo left in Poland's side, and Mr. Boom will find himself missing. Is there enough time left? There's actually...
This could be the comeback
close.
for Austria.
Will miss again, and Austria will take that at the end there. The score shifts right at the end there in favor of Austria. Wow, that was very, very close. Austria just managed to get that one by 100,000 points. Fedora Goose with the full combo, and perfect full combo as well. Piggy with the slider break near the end. If he kept that combo, Poland would have taken that one, but Fedora Goose won that in the end. No, actually Piggy didn't slider break, I'm sorry. He full comboed. But Fedora Goose just had better accuracy.
Yeah, once again, Wolf coming in with really, really impressive accuracy. The 1 miss, though, we do manage to steam drop combo on 1 map. But yeah, Austria proving strong on that one towards the end, managing to hold those combos when it was required. But yeah,
So
Mr. Boom with that early
Austria
miss
does
definitely made it
manage
hard.
to sneak back a point here. And they still have a long battle to go against Poland if they want to level things up. Current score is 4-1 in favor of Poland, and the next pick being Austria's. They have went for Sumidagawa Karenka. Very, very aim-heavy map with, well, the whole map being jumps, basically. Pretty short map as well. So one miss could cost you the game.
Yeah, curious to see how this one goes. A couple of those jump sections in particular are things that we can expect a few misses potentially coming in on because they do change in spacing as the jumps progress.
I mean, this is a pretty standard map, so it's just down to who will miss first, really.
Getting into this next one, things start out pretty simplistic. Any misses here would be very uncharacteristic.
Right now, Austria having the accuracy advantage, giving them the lead. No combo drops yet, but we're gonna head into the jumps right now. This goal is flickering left and right. One miss could mean the death for your team. And let's see who's that lucky guy.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those aim and consistency picks which you can kind of expect a few misses coming in, but so far all players managing to hit the jump sections.
Nope.
Although we actually did see Mystic with an early miss.
Mystic missed.
That was a little bit earlier on, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, Mystic missed. Very, very unlucky there. Oh, and Piggy with the miss as well. That might just shift things around. And Mystic recovering his combo. And really high act as well. So Austria might be able to take this one. 100,000 score difference, plus minus right now.
Oh, but Spark missing right there at the end.
At the end, the Spark-desu with the miss. And Poland keeping that combo strong.
Yeah,
And
Poland pretty much
Poland's win.
They had that accuracy advantage pretty much all throughout the entire match, just because Spark was dropping a little tiny bit towards the 98s. And yeah, the miss.
Accuracy. And that kind of became the death of Austria. RIP. Yeah, Wolf almost with the double S. 1/100. I mean, Poland mopping the floor with Austria right now. Really, really strong performance today from Poland. And the potential final pick right now, Poland at match point. Gonna be Ende. So, tell us something about this pick.
Oh boy, this is a spicy pick if I do say so myself. I absolutely love this map. It's an old classic map by Galvanize. Galvanize is one of the few people who's very well known for doing drum and bass maps with some of the old style mapping, fairly kind of linear patterns for the most part, but yeah, this is very intense. Fairly aim heavy pick. Not only that, but also features quite a lot of streams, which, you know, you can definitely see a lot of accuracy drops on potentially because they kind of come very sudden. So yeah, going to be curious to see how these teams perform on this.
Yeah,
could see some accuracy drops, even some misses coming in all across the board.
I mean, the mapping style is pretty old as well right now. We can see a trend of how Poland picks the maps. It's pretty much the old maps, so this map being hard rock as well. I mean, I don't think either teams have problem with hard rock, but very streamy map. A lot of squares, old style mapping, symmetry mapping. Yeah, I'd say it's a comfort pick for Poland, and Austria, they might be in trouble here, and they might actually go down to the losers bracket. Well, that seems most likely.
You never know though, they could cause an upset here.
We see the reverse sweep.
But yeah, pretty much as every other map that we've seen so far in the pool. Starts out fairly slow.
Right. Now Rafis and Mr. Boom keeping that double S, giving them the accuracy advantage for Poland. And we're gonna head into the harder part of the map with more streams and jumps. Oh, and Akane-Yuki will be the first one to be victim to a miss. Austria, things are looking pretty good right now. 2 double S's on the side of Poland, still holding strong. Rafis got that 100 in that stream, but Mr. Boom still with that double S. We'll actually see a double S on this map. That would be pretty impressive.
Yeah, Poland definitely coming with some pretty crazy accuracy on this map. This was definitely one that I kind of expected some accuracy drops on because, as I mentioned, the streams are fairly sudden, and again, the patterns are also a little bit tricky to read sometimes. Not necessarily in terms of missing, but just in terms of accuracy that you might get.
Yeah, but Mr. Boom, very well-known hard rock player, so...
Yeah, having absolutely no trouble right now.
I doubt he will actually miss, but he might from nerves. Right now, still holding that double S as we head on towards the final part of the map. There's one more square to go for Mr. Boom. Can he get that double S on Hard Rock Score V2? Oh, and Mr. Boom got that double S. Holy moly. That's
Mr. Boom
right.
coming in
Mr.
so strong.
Boom, double S, Hard Rock Score V2. What else can you say? Poland.
Never mind my comments. Never mind my comments about the accuracy
Poland
drops.
with
Mr.
the
Boom completely
full
proved me wrong.
combo. I mean, Austria, Akane-Yuki with the unlucky one miss. They could have gotten that 4-way full combo as well, but in terms of accuracy, Poland would have still won that, I believe. Mr. Boom, the double S finish. I mean, very well deserved win for Poland here. Very, very strong performance today.
Mr. Boom pretty much solidifying that victory for Poland there as well. Even Rafis coming in with a 99.5 on that map. But yeah, as you mentioned, so many full combos. Expect a few random misses coming out, but Akane-Yuki was the only one. But as you mentioned, Poland would have won that one despite the full combos because the accuracy difference was definitely in their favor. Mr. Boom pretty much going in on a victory for Poland 6-1, but also, you know, a moral victory